Hello everyone, welcome back to Sujit Analytics. In this tutorial, I'll be explaining inbuilt datetime functions. In the previous tutorial, I have explained string built-in functions. I recommend you to watch the video and come to this tutorial. Let's jump into the today's topic, inbuilt datetime functions. So, inbuilt datetime functions are used to perform operations on the date side times. So, this datetime functions is concerned, there are mainly two types of datetime functions in this SQL Server, and there are two types. One type of functions is the functions which does not take arguments. There are some functions which take some arguments. So these are the four functions which does not take any arguments: get date, current timestamp, system date time, and get UTC date. Execute it. This for this current timestamp. Now, if I execute it, now I'm able to see four result sets. The first one is the get date, means it ends the today's date along with the time also. And coming to current timestamp, returns the daytime time. Coming to system date time, returns the current system date time. And this is the UTC date, returns the current UTC date. The UTC means coordinated universal time. For our India, the UTC time is 5 hours 30 minutes. So this is UTC date. These are the functions which don't take any parameters or arguments. Coming to the type of datetime functions, these are the functions which take arguments. They cannot execute it without arguments. Let's understand each function with example. First, month function is used to return the month from the date. Suppose you have the date part from suppose year, month, day. From that, I want only the month part. So in that cases, I can use month function. Returns month part from the date or date time. Suppose when using these functions, we have to use these functions in shared purpose. We cannot execute it independently. Suppose I have the date. Let's give today's date, which is 12/10/2025. If I execute it, I'm able to get today's date. Let's give alias name as today date. If I execute it, I can get the today's date, which is 12th October 2025. So from this date, from this today's date, I want only the month part. I don't want year or date. I want only the month part. In that case, I can use month function. Month as I'm giving alias name as month. Execute it. I'm able to get the month number, which is 12. Suppose it is wrong. We have to ensure first we have to give the date. First month. This is the date. Now this is the correct month. In previous I am given date before the month, but in this we have to give month before the date. This is the 10th month, 12th date, 2025. From this, I want the month. Able to get the month. The same way, I want year. Instead of month, I want year. So instead of month, I'm using year. Instead of month, I'm using year. Execute it, I will get year, just 2025. The same way, I want day. Instead of year, I'm getting day, day which is 12. I want quarter. For quarter, we have to use quarter function. Quarter. Hmm, I think quarter is not a built-in function. Further, we have separate function. Quarter is not recognized built-in function. So try to understand these three functions: month, year, and day. Month is used to month is written the month part from the date. Year is written the year part from the date, and the day. And we have some other functions which is um, year, month, day. Quarter is not. We have date part. Date part. So date part is nothing but it is used to return the date part from the specific date. Used to return specific date part from the date. Here the date part might be any year, month, quarter, day, anything, time. So in that cases, we can use date part function. So here date part function is used to get the specific date part from the date. I'm using set the class date part. First, what part of the date you want? I want the month. From which you want the month? From today's date, which is 10/12/2025. 10th. The month is 10th. Right. When we are using single functions, we have to ensure we give the open and close square brackets because it is an inbuilt function. Suppose um, I want year instead of month. I want year. Yeah, 2025. Right. Control C. Instead of writing, I am just copying the same function, just changing the date part. I want day. Which is 12, right? Mm, Control C, control. I want quarter. Quarter. Now we are able to see the fourth quarter. Uh, October is belong to fourth quarter. That's why returning the quarter 4. You can also return the weekday also. Control C, weekday number. Here today is Sunday. That's why returning the weekday number is 1. You can also return week. 42. Here we have to give weekday. Here week. Here this is a week week number in the year. This is the 42 weeks in the 2025. So these are the functions we have. We can use with the date part. The date part we can use month, year, date, week, weekday, also time. If you have the time component, this is what date part. And we have another type of function which is date name. Here date name is performed similar to date part, but this date name returns as a string. So let's copy this all the functions and use it with the date name function. You can able to interpret easily. Control C. I'm using this function of date part. Now you are able to see the different results. When you use date name function, if you want month part, thus is not returning the month number. It is returning the month name. But for the date part, it is returning the month number. For the date part, returning the month number. For date name, it is returning the month name. So that is the difference. Date part only is to return the specific date part from the date. But for the date name, it returns the date part, but it is returns as a string. And also, execute all again. Now see the weekday returns a Sunday, returning the weekday name. But in the date part, we are able to get the day one, which is Sunday. But in the date name, we are getting the Sunday. So that is the difference between date part and date name. Just use these functions using perform these operations using both the date name and date part, so you can easily interpret the difference between date name and date part. And we have the another type of function which is date difference. That's date, sorry, it's a date difference function. As a name, it is saying the date difference. This returns the difference between 2 days. Returns the difference between 2 dates. It is the difference between 2 days. 2 days, not 2 days. So the syntax for the date difference is date difference. The interval we want the difference. Suppose I want the difference in days or months or years. First we have to give the interval. Next, start date and the end date. This is a syntax for uh, date difference function. Start interval. Here interval refers to any specific part of the date. If you want to get the difference in days, months, years, you have to specify that interval, followed by start date and the end date. So it will calculate the difference between start date and the end date. Suppose let's see the example. I have 2 days. First, I want the interval. I want the difference in days. That's why I'm giving dash interval. Start day is I'm giving 0, 1, 0, 10 2025. And in a date is I'm getting today's date, which is 12 10 2025. That's difference. If I execute it, I'm getting reference as 334. 25 12. You have to give the month first. 0 1 10 2. So when we are performing dates, operations on the dates, we have to ensure we have the correct date format. Now the difference is 11. The difference between October 1 and October 12 is 11 days, which is correct. Suppose I want difference in months, 0, because there are you cannot find the difference in the month. It is 0. There are only 10 days. So there is no 1 month. 1 month is not completed yet. That's why returning 0. We write here returning always 0 because 1 year is not present between this 2025 October 1 and 2025 October 12. So the 1 year is not completed. That's why returning 0. If I change to 2024, if I execute it, now I'm getting the difference is 1 year. This October 2024, this is October 2025. That's why the difference is 1 year. So in that same way, you can use year, month, quarter, any interval you want. So the difference between 2024 and 2025 is 4 quarters. And instead of using this uh, date, you can use the inbuilt functions here only. Suppose get date. And the difference is since the difference is four quarters because the get date returns the current date. Current date is 12th October. It still works. So these are the some important date time functions we use frequently. I recommend you to use practice these functions with example. Run all the functions together so you can able to interpret easily and understand these functions. And that's all. I hope you understand. If you believe you learn something today, don't forget to give a like and share it with your friends who are learning SQL. And that's all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.